Hi, I'm Kyle Searcy, and I want to talk to you for a few minutes about how to find your purpose. I've spent the last 38 years of my life as a former pastor, mentor, leadership coach, and what I've been doing is helping people get plugged into their why, their purpose. Now, many people are concerned about purpose, and rightfully so. Some are even burdened. Mark Twain once said the two most important days in your life is the day you were born, and second, the day you find out why. That's powerful. USA Today did a study many years ago. They polled about 1,000 to 2,000 people and they asked the question that if you were able to stand before God and ask Him any question, what would you ask? And some had questions like, will I go to heaven when I die? Others, why is there suffering in the world? Some personal questions, why did my auntie die? Why did my grandma die? But the most questions that were asked, something like 37%, was a question, what is my purpose? People want to know what their purpose is. They have a sense of destiny that they're here for a reason. They want to know what it is and how to find it. But I want to tell you, over 38 years of doing this and helping people, I've learned something. And that's the fact that purpose may not be something you find, it may be something that finds you. That's right. Colonel Harlan Sanders is a great example of that. He was born in 1890. He had various jobs as a farmer, a steam engine stoker. He was an insurance salesman. He worked at a gas station. For much of his life, he struggled to find lasting success, and he just couldn't find it. It wasn't until he was 62 years old that he began to stumble into his purpose. He began frying chicken and found out that people complimented his chicken. They loved his chicken. And he said, you know what? I've got something here. So he decided to start a restaurant. And he opened his restaurant, but they rerouted an interstate away from his restaurant. So his restaurant closed down and failed. So he came up with an idea. You know what I'll do? He said, I'll take my fried chicken recipe to the road. And as I take it to the road, here's what I'll do. I'll tell people, here's the recipe. I'll sell you this recipe and I'll make a royalty on every piece of fried chicken you sell. Great idea, right? Well, he went to restaurant after restaurant after restaurant and he got no after no after no. And you know what? After about 1,000 no's, he got his first yes. And then Kentucky Fried Chicken was born. Colonel Sanders was 62 years old when this began to happen. But he didn't really just seek out in the beginning of his life and know what he was supposed to do. He kind of stumbled upon it by learning what he was good at, by learning the things that he had in his hand. And I submit to you again that sometimes purpose might not be something that you find, it might be something that finds you, or at least where the two of you meet together. So I want to share with you a couple of tips for finding your purpose. What is it you can do to find it or let it find you or stumble upon your purpose? The first thing is examine what you already have. What's working for you? Take a good look at your natural gifts. Take a good look at your talents. What do people usually compliment about you? What do they say about you? What do they like? These are clues pointing to strengths. Purpose can often be found in honing into these clues of the gifts that we already have. So, what are the things that are working? What are the values in your life? What is it that you already have? Do you cook a mean dish? Do you do something very well? Is there something in your life that people consistently talk about? A second clue is what brings you a great sense of joy and fulfillment and satisfaction. Consider what does it. Reflect on the activities that fill you with the most energy and the most satisfaction. Purpose often aligns with things that light you up from the inside. Whatever it is you're here to do, it'll bring you such a sense of joy, such a sense of satisfaction. I'm not really talking about just hobby things. And yeah, your purpose might be connected to a hobby or connected to something that makes you happy. But there's something that when you do it, there's this deep sense of fulfillment, this inner sense of satisfaction. That's a clue to what that purpose might be. And the third thing is begin serving others. Purpose often reveals itself when we contribute to other people. Look for ways to serve, whether through volunteer work, mentoring, or giving a helping hand, impacting others. Find a way to be generous. Find a way to serve because that can often be a guide to why you're here. So, three things. Ask yourself, what's that in your hand? What do you already have? What are you already good at? What are the things that are already there that you can hone and develop and make better? Second, what brings you a great sense of deep fulfillment and joy? And third, how can I serve and make humanity better? Do those things, and I believe purpose will find you. Hey, happy hunting. May the two of you meet together and may it be sweet. I'm Kyle Searcy. Hope you enjoyed this. Like, share, and subscribe. It'll be a blessing to me and to you. Take care.